So Aunt Joyce had a great idea. Let's do it the Chinese way. Let's use a chopstick, and I just I'll show you. I just probed this thing in there and made the hole as big as I needed to make it. And once I saw it in there, stuffed the old chopstick in the hole and fed it through. Okay. So once you get it through, this one split a little bit, so you know you're gonna want to snip that a little bit. But where is my dike? Okay, side cutters. Just want to give that a little snippy. Okay. And really, you don't want that sticking in there too far, but we'll get to that. There's stuff in there. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Alright, so now the back side. See, this is the control sleeve. This yellow part is what goes inside. So really, you don't really need this red part to be very long. Okay? You just need it to be long enough to basically come out here and give the yellow part sort of a path. So we're going to give this little snip here to get the rest of this out of the way. Going at the top, maybe. Maybe go at the top. Come on. Get you some. Alright. Okay. So now this yellow part, it's your control sleeve. Now I think your dad can get this part in here figured out. That's pretty easy. And you want this red part to be pretty close to the wall because there's going to be a bit of action here. Okay. And now on the back part here, we'll also hit it with some glue to seal it up nice and good. You want to make sure you seal all around the red part, not the yellow part. Do not glue the yellow part into the red part. That kind of negates the whole purpose of the deal. Okay, so to finish it off, what you're going to want to do is put a slit in the fin. And I like to put the fin right about here, which is about a ½ inch back from the hinge. Let's look at the way I did it on this one. Yeah, so the hinge is about halfway back from the end here. So, easy way to do that. The old X-Acto out, slash razor blade. And we put just a little slit in there. Okay. And go from the other side too. Okay. You simply just slide it in. Just like that. Now, what you're going to want to do when you have the hot glue gun out to seal this up and seal this up, you're going to want to come back here and put some glue on this side. Underneath the tab here, you're going to want to glue it in on this side. And then also run a little bit of glue around the outside here. And that will fix your control horn into place. And then your dad can get the shackle all figured out, the clevis, not the shackle, the clevis for your control arm here. So you're going to want to cut this and put your control arm hardware together. He can figure that out for you. Last thing that I kind of want to show you with the drill anyway. I'm going to use the smaller drill bit. And Aunt Joyce was nice enough to provide these awesome little coffee straws for you. She's the coffee drinker. I call her the coffee queen. This is really going to just stick from the outside into the inside of your boat. Now this is optional because the reason I did this on the old boat is because it was an FM receiver and you really kind of needed some of that antenna hanging out there. On these new ones, you don't really need it, but it really extends your range. And I don't know where you guys are going to be driving these boats, but if I were you, I would really try to extend that range as much as I could. Now also, on the old airboat, well, the prototype, it's a big receiver, so I didn't really have too many options where I could put that thing. This one's so tiny, what I think I will do is put it here. I think. To test that, I'll plug this in and see if we'll even be able to clear. I don't know. Seems kind of close, but I'll leave that up to you guys. But regardless, I am going to put, even if I mount it on the bottom here, I can clearly get a lot of this antenna out the side of the boat if I wanted to. So I'm going to drill a hole right here. You want to make sure you don't want to drill it right on the side here, because this is where your prop's going to be going. All right. If you're gonna bring it into the side here, you want to make sure that you put it in at an angle. Now, if you put it up here in the front, you can come out the side. Doesn't matter. But what you do want to make sure of is that you don't want to hit that prop. Okay. And here we go with the fishing again. I promise you I have better luck when I'm actually fishing. If you look through the end here, you probably should be able to fish it right on through to the other side. Okay, so there's your straw. Now, this receiver is not going to have a long enough wire to go all the way up to the top. The other one did, because it was an FM receiver. So you might not need this whole thing. Just trim it down, trim the straw down. Do not cut the antenna on the receiver. That will turn it into garbage, just a little tiny brick. Do not cut that wire. Cut the straw down to size. And then, when you're done with that, this is a direct path for water to get in there, so you want to tape it up. And I just used a piece of electrical tape. See? It's a piece of electrical tape. All right. Now, the last thing I think I will show you, and then you're on your own, is you're going to want to seal up where the zip tie is holding down the servo. When you have your hot glue gun out, you want to cover this with hot glue, and then cover that hot glue with a piece of packing tape. That will seal up this bottom side of the boat where we put that little strip in. Also, if you run over anything and you damage that tape, you'll have the hot glue sealing up those holes. Okay? And the great thing about this, I tried just velcroing it down, it does not work. This really makes it solid. See? That thing is solid in there. If you don't want to use Velcro, you can use 3M tape, but I kind of like the Velcro because I used the 3M tape and it tore up the bottom of the boat when it got soggy, which is kind of a bummer. Alright, at this point, I'm going to let you kind of go free because the rest of this you should be able to figure out. Oh, last thing. To tie these two together, you just need a little piece of wire. Just poke a hole through with a tiny drill and wrap it around both ends. That way when you move this control arm, both fins travel together. And you want to make sure they're straight when you have them tied together somewhat. Okay? If you guys have any questions, You know what my number is. You can Skype me. You can email me. My email address is phil.arpkey@gmail.com. That's phil.yourlastname.gmail.com. Skype, Gmail. Your dad has WhatsApp. If you have really big questions, you can get me on that too. Other than that, I think you guys are probably good to go. Have fun, and I look forward to seeing some footage of these things. So take some video, okay? Peace.